A lot of times we're willing to take that big risk and just risk it all for music. You know, something that we feel so passionately about that we could just do in our sleep or we could do without getting paid. And music is one of those creative ventures that we just want to give our all to. We just want to take a chance and we want to see if we can make it and become that star, that next big somebody. And I was one of those people. I was one of those people that I stopped everything at around 16 and I just went for it. You know, I come from a business family. My family is a family of entrepreneurs and they didn't give me anything. They made me earn every step of it. I paid for every facet of every bit of my music career because they just didn't believe that I could do it. You know? And I started off from ground zero and I eventually made it. And I got people to believe in me. But that was probably the dumbest thing that I ever could have did. But it worked. So you only look like a genius when it works. But if you have a 9 to 5 and you guys have stability, then I would say don't give up your 9 to 5. Don't give up your job because you're going to need it, especially in this tough economy. And with things going in music, we don't know where the income is coming from anymore. And labels are even starting to morph into the same kind of model that independents have now taken on, which is small team projects. It looks more dangerous than ever just to go out there and risk it all. And I'm going to show you guys some examples of just, you know, musicians even saying how tough it is. This is even before the economy got tough.
What were you doing before the music popped off? What was your game plan?
I would get into it, but I mean, I knew it was more. I had mastered that. It became too easy to just get money.
Right,
in the streets.
I also want to talk about the struggles of the process.
Yeah.
Because when you pop off, people see you and they think it's easy. Like, oh, okay, I'm about to make me a song too and get on and be like a baby.
And it really ain't even happen fast. That was for a long year. Like, yeah, we got to do long term, but by this time, bro, and in a year you be, and I'm like, a year? I'm out of here in 6 months.
Right.
Like, what you talking?
And I have to pause the video because that's one of the big perceptions. People think that when they start doing music that they're just going to just jump off the cliff and they're just going to be the next big thing. And it's going to happen in less than a year, in 6 months. And you think that you're going to pass up everybody who's put in 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years and you're just going to somehow just pass them up just because somebody else just did it. And the music industry just don't work like that.
Year, you know what I mean? But it ended up just being, without even noticing, it took like 4 full years. I could break it down like this. When I started rapping, I had a condo downtown, so I had an apartment. I had 2 cars. You know what I mean? I started rapping, went broke as hell. You know what I mean? I sold both of them whips.
The struggle. See, that's what people don't know.
I sold both of them whips, condo gone. It get like that, you know, you got to struggle. You got to pay your dues in whatever game that you in, you know, and I had to pay them.
And this is why we can understand that why people say that doing music is a young person's game, because at the end of the day, you want to be well positioned to do music. When I started doing music, I was still in my parents' basement, you know? So you want to do music when you have the least amount of obligations to things outside of yourself. It sounds kind of crazy when you have stability and you're supposed to have savings, you're supposed to have investments, but then you have to take that money and then invest it in a music career. And that sounds great when you don't have a lot going on. I was able to make it because, like I said, I was in my parents' basement. So, you know, I'm not telling you guys not to do music, but you have to have a strategic game plan. If you know that you have a job that's providing you some stability, is paying for a mortgage or rent, and it's helping take care of your family, it's hard to take away money from those situations to dedicate it towards music. You're going to have to come up with a plan to make it almost free for yourself. So you're going to have to do things like you're going to have to learn how to engineer, how to make your own beats, how to record yourself, how to master your own music, how to do a lot of the distribution pieces. You're going to have to be good at the marketing piece. You're going to have to do something that's going to offset the cost of doing the actual music, where we have to pay outside sources to do it, and the manufacturing and the marketing and the advertisement, because those are the most expensive things. Because like the baby just broke down. He said, I went broke. I had to sell all the cars, the condos. I had to make the sacrifice because I needed the money to put into the music. So now I'm going to play a clip from an established musician who's been in the music industry over 10 years. He's done a lot of big things, and he's even struggling. Let's play it.
I'm a musician and music producer based in LA, and I'm broke right now. So I've done a lot in my music career. I just was on The Tonight Show about a month ago. I've actually been on The Tonight Show like 3 times, I think, now. I just played on BBC Radio 1. I've done that a couple times with different artists. I'm not saying all this to brag. I'm just letting you guys know that, I've had a legit career in music for like 13 years now. I've also done a lot of music production and, produced songs that have millions of streams, etc. Saying all this to say, it's very hard to make a living in the music industry, even for an established producer, artist, or musician. And yeah, those of us that don't have generational wealth or another fallback to lean back on are going to go through these times. And if you're in the same boat as me, I'm sorry, it sucks, and hopefully it gets better soon.
Even for established musicians, things are just hard right now. So even with jobs, and I just look at, I just looked at the jobs reports. And even though the country is saying that there's more jobs, we can't physically see them. We know that there's a lot of fake job postings out here right now when people claiming that even people with master's degrees and bachelor's degrees and, all type of degree people are having a hard time finding a job. I have a friend and he has a master's and he just now found a job after like 5 months. Just things are just crazy right now. Like I said, if you have any kind of stability right now, just hold on to it. It's always going to be an opportunity to do music. You have to just keep at it. If you could free up some time and maybe just do it 1 or 2 hours a day until you can really formulate a plan and make sure that you have income coming in first before you indulge in the music. And that will always be my advice to you all. It's just always create stability for yourself, man. Like, with things like immigration and AI and just with the plethora of things with the plethora of problems just happening these days, make sure that you could just pay your bills. Make sure, I know that you guys love doing music. It's something that you guys probably grew up doing. And me too. I've been making a living in music ever since I could remember, ever since I was 17 years old. I'm in my middle 30s now. So even with me doing music as long as I have and having a catalog of over 2,500 songs, I still feel the tension. I still feel like, man, things are hard and things are just tight right now. And it's coming from somebody who's had a lot of success doing music. I make my living primarily off of music, nothing else. And it's hard right now. You know what I mean? So this is my, prescription to you all just to, just be careful out there. And this is what we're going to do. So I'm blessed to say that even though times are hard, I've been still making a great living. I'm starting to pay community and membership just to show you all every technique that I've learned to make music in the music industry. The link should be in the description below. I've been working on videos hard every day just to provide you all the content, the steps to hold your hand, to show you how to make money. Now, this is not something I would say that you guys should just get the membership and just dive in and quit your job. No, I want you to take it slowly. I want you to learn everything that I'm going to teach you. And I want you to eventually start making money part-time, and then it replace your income full-time, and then you quitting your full-time job. That should be the progression. But it's Fedarro. What are you guys experiencing in the market? Have you went broke doing music? Or do you know anybody? What's been your experience in the music industry? I would love to hear it. Put it in the comments below. It's your boy Fedarro. Till next time.